Hello everybody, Pretzel Road here, and welcome back to another episode of the Cleanup Crew Let's Play series. In the last episode, we created this nice little university campus over off to the side here, and it looks really nice. I think it's definitely a good start. We're probably going to have to modify a lot of the layout as we unlock more stuff, but that's okay. Because right now, I really want to take a look at what else in the city we can do to improve it. And it looks like one of the big things that we need is that we do still need more shopping. We also need more industrial, but I'm kind of trying to hold off on that for a little bit because industrial stuff is kind of counter to the goal of this particular scenario. So what I'm actually going to do, really quite simple here. I'm just going to create another one of these shopping malls, and I can sort of walk you through the process of creating one as I do, because unfortunately I never got around to making that episode where I went over how I made the shopping mall. And when I did the, even when I did the video about suburbs, I went over sort of the basic philosophy behind shopping mall design, but I never really went deep into, like, the way that you build it, I guess. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to build a shopping mall. And so our first thing is going to be to create a road. Now, I'm going to do this one a little bit differently than the other one, and in fact, I'm actually going to make this one a little bit bigger. So, what we'll do is we'll sort of designate an area for it first. So we'll say I want it to have an edge over here. I want it to go down like this. And then, no, not quite. That was strange. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend out this road right here. We will create a turn onto this road. Alright, so this is what we end up with. Is, this area right here, where we're going to build our shopping mall. I just realized I built that with the wrong type of road. Let's fix that quickly. You can build this with any type of road, really. Just for the purposes of the area that we're working with, I think that the roads with trees make the most sense. Because this is not a particularly pedestrian-focused region of the city. So, now, what we want to do... Whoop! Wrong thing. Alright, so now we will sort of begin building out. Now, what we want to do here is we'll decide on the end of the shopping mall. So the shopping mall will end over here. Alright, so within these boundaries is going to be our shopping mall, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to, build a road across here. Okay, that's not going to work quite how I intended. So what I may actually end up doing is we'll just quickly switch off to curved roads. And then we can... Let's see. How do we do this? We can do something like that. There we go. Not particularly pretty, but it works. And it looks like going to be necessary. So now what we can do is we can do a crossroad like that. And we do... Whoa? Oh no. There we go. and then we do another one. Now, the reason why we do these, The reason why we do these 1 unit away from the last one, even though it's challenging, is because the 1 unit is the least distance we can do. We can't have them right up next to each other, and we want these to be as close together as possible because we are creating a parking lot effect. Alright, so now what we can do is we can decide what intervals we want our parking lot crossroads to be at. So I'm going to actually do this smaller than the last one, and we'll do something like that. So it's a very, as you can see, what we've built is a very, very tight pattern, but it should help us to sort of create an effect like a parking lot. Again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make these roads into things that don't look like roads, which is a significant challenge, but it's definitely a task we're up to. So we'll do something like that, and we'll do something like that. And obviously, if you're trying to do larger parking lots, that's definitely something that you can. That's definitely something that you can do. The size of these parking lots, there's no real limit on them. The reason why I've made them this size is just because I can't be bothered to spend much more time on the parking lot. So yeah, this is what we should end up with. Oh, like I said, that was kind of stupid. Alright, so basically, we should end up... Whoa. It's a little bit challenging, but we should end up with something that looks a little bit like this. Obviously, it will differ depending on how you've made your, how you've designed your parking lot. Now, what we want to do is we want to design those sort of like island shops, I guess. I don't know what they're really called, but they're those shops that you see that go like sort of in the middle of a parking lot sometimes. So we're going to create a couple of those here and there. And yeah, so this one will just sort of cut off over here. Yeah. So, with all of this getting done, we are coming towards the end of the episode, so if you'd like to consider liking, sharing, and or subscribing, all of those greatly help out the channel. Obviously, you know, that's a standard YouTube thing to say, but for me in particular, because I'm a very small channel at the moment, anything that you do helps, and it really does each individual like, each individual even view, but everything really counts so much more individually when I'm seeing these on my channel, just because of how small we are right now. And I'm hoping that you guys are willing to help me on this journey and contribute to the channel's growth. With all of that said, let's get on to finishing this up. One of the other things we can do is we can upgrade some of these roads to have trees in them. And actually, no, let's not do that. In fact, one other thing we can do is we can just manually place trees into these little islands here in the parking lot. So we'll go here, and we will do some trees. And let's say I like tree with leaves number 1. It's a very fancy tree. As a matter of fact, this is my favorite type of tree in real life. I really like seeing trees with leaves numbers 1. Anyways, we did run out of time here, so I did run out of time on the recording, but if you enjoyed this video, please do leave it a like, share it with other people you think might be interested, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and until next time, have a nice day. Goodbye.